Know what it is. What You Know Good with Rhonda Rawlings, where she gives us something great. And all month long, you've been introducing us to some great local authors.
Yes, because March is National Reading Month, so really excited. And I'm excited today because, you know, there's times in everyone's life where they feel like they could use a refresh, they could use a reset. And I read a quote that said, no one can go back to the beginning and start a new beginning, but you can always start today for a brand new ending.
And I think spring is a good time to be making that decision to kind of get a reset and get ready. Definitely. Like everything's blooming, can bloom into your new you. And we have an author that we want to introduce you to today.
Yes, Mr. Harry Dent III.
Yes.
And he is the author. Do you want to talk a little bit about the book?
Absolutely, yes. Harry Dent III. I thank y'all for allowing me to be
here
and to talk about the book. You know, and it's funny when we think about the New Year's resolution. I believe when we get to the month of March, many people have already put those New Year's resolutions in a hat and they've already ended it.
Yeah.
So the 4-area reset is that guide, that comprehensive guide to keep you on track, to let that blueprint for transformation stay as a focus to everything that you want to do and desire.
Yeah. What was the point in your life that said that I have all the tools to be able to give people these 4 areas that they can help reset their life? Because a lot of people, we don't know where to start. We don't know, do you start with diet? Do you start with relationships? Do you start, what do you start with? Like, how did you get to that point?
So for me, the actual point in my life was when I was at my lowest. You know, I believe that before you can tell other people or try to advise other people how to overcome something, you need to overcome something yourself. So I just recently went through a point in my life where I was at a low moment. I had no direction. I didn't know what I wanted to do next. And then God dropped these 4 areas in me. He dropped mindset, perspective, relationship, and finances. Mindset and how you thinking about things. Do you have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset? Do you see opportunity or do you see failure? Then we talked about perspective, gratitude. How are you viewing things? Are you grateful for things? Are you grateful for affliction? Are you grateful for opposition? And can you still see something positive in that moment? Relationships, who are you connected to? Are you having healthy relationships? Or are you having toxic relationships? And when do you need to know a time to let go? And when do you need to know a time to keep embracing it? And then ultimately, we need to start talking about money more. I believe that finances is something that's very critical, and your financial health is something that you need to pay attention to. So learning how to budget, learning how to save, learning how to invest, and learning some principles to set the next generation up so that everybody can keep blossoming into what we've been designed to be.
Financial literacy is such an important one because we're all like, you know, in the South, we're like, we don't talk about people's money.
Right.
But it's important to talk about your own to kind of know that. And I think you pass it, it's a generational thing. Your parents didn't talk about the money part of it, and so you don't talk about it. That means you don't pay attention to your own finances. So there are things in there. And I'm glad you came up with these 4, you know, areas that people can get their reset. Is there one that people come to you and say is like the most valuable, or one that they're like, I'm glad you talked about this one?
Yeah, mindset, absolutely.
The mindset.
Because it always starts with, you know, what do you believe about yourself? What are you thinking? What limited beliefs that you need to challenge? There's a chapter in the book that talks about the circle of control. I use the example of being my media company. I can't control the weather, but I can control the outcome of the deliverables that I need to give to the client. So being able to pivot and adjust in quick moments is always something that you have to pay attention to. So focus on what you can control, let what you can't control go, and just be able to keep building into.
I love that. Yeah. Such a wise young man. What is the best way for people to, maybe they want to have you come and speak to a group, or they want to get the book? I mean, I think this is a good book club opportunity,
yes.
Especially something that has some tangible outcomes to it.
Absolutely, yep. The best way to reach me, info@hustlegrindstack.com. You can go to hustlegrindstack.com to view the book. Instagram, hustlegrindstackcc. LinkedIn, Harry Dent III. I'm everywhere. It's not hard to find. Contact me. I'm local here in Greenville, so I can come anywhere.
And that's what I really love about these What You Know Good segments, because Rhonda, I didn't know that a lot of these folks were around and right here in our community writing these great books that are great, helpful resources.
Definitely, and what I love about this one is it really breaks it down for you. It's easy to read. A lot of times you get these self-help books and they go off on a tangent, or you're like, okay, what did I read? I have to go back. But this one is really, really easy to read. Really practical ideas, and really great for people to know that wherever you are right now, you don't have to stay there. You can reset your life. You can re-energize, recharge, and take these steps to do so.
Take the next step. Well, we appreciate you introducing us. Thank you so much for being here. Again, we'll put all that information for you at our website, along with any of the segments you saw here today. You can head over to our website, yourcarolina.tv, to check those out.